Hi, I'm Jessica Marino, and I'm interested and excited to hopefully be a part of Uncommon School's Summer Teaching Fellowship program. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the love and support of my family. My parents came to this country about 28 years ago from Mexico with the hopes to be able to provide a better life for their children. They went from living in a small, cramped basement to now having their own house and running two successful self-employed businesses. It is their hard work and determination that has helped me become the person I am today. I am the third of four sisters and was fortunate enough to be a natural-born citizen with the ability to speak both English and Spanish. Nowadays, many parents are coming from different countries, bringing their children who speak little to no English, and it is in school where that's causing them a great deal of struggle. About a year ago, I decided to start substituting in my school district, just a couple days a week before my afternoon classes. One morning, I was called in for a basic skills teacher. So throughout that day, I traveled to different classrooms assisting teachers in what they needed help in for that day. And my last stop was a first grade classroom. So when I walked in, all the students were working on a mathematics worksheet, comparing two numbers by writing a greater than, less than, or equal sign in between the two numbers. So I walked around to see if any students needed help, and that was when I realized that one student was just sitting at his desk quietly, not doing his work. So I went up to him and I asked him if everything was okay, but he didn't answer me. Instead, a student in front of him told me that he didn't speak any English, that he only spoke Spanish. So I sat next to him and I introduced myself in Spanish. I found out his name was Kevin, and I decided to work one-on-one with him, helping him understand what he needed to do. And as we continued to work, I began to realize that Kevin knew exactly how to solve the problems. He knew how to do the math. The problem was just that he didn't know how to read English. He didn't know how to read the directions. So we continued to work together, and he did a great job. He completed the whole worksheet, and we also did some other activities. As I began working with him and the more we got into the work, I sat there watching him work, and I began to think about how difficult it must be for Kevin and other students like himself to come into school not knowing what his teacher is saying, not knowing what anyone around him is saying, and how scary and confusing it must be for them. So I was very happy that I was there that day to be able to help Kevin with the math work and the other work we did that day. Towards the end of the day, I began to clean up and the dismissal bell rang. And as I was cleaning, I saw that Kevin turned and he waved at me. He didn't say anything. He didn't even say thank you. But I knew his little wave was just his own way of saying he appreciated my help. And I was very grateful to be there that day. I felt as if my time spent there made a little difference, even though it was probably very tiny. I felt like I made a difference that day. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to hear from you soon.